That's odd. It looks like someone is living here. This is very fishy. All those corpses down
Who's
below.
there? What's going on there?
That's odd. It looks like someone is living here. This is very fishy. All those corpses down below. What in the name of God are you doing here?
I hid here when Scarlet's was raided, and now I'm keeping guard until his lordship returns.
Oh, you belong to the Skalitz garrison?
Yeah. Are you blind or deaf? You thought there was no one here and you could come and loot the place, did you? Well, you thought wrong, you thieving magpie. And you'll answer to cold steel.
But just a minute. I'm from Skalitz, and I know all the guards. I never saw you there.
Then you can't be from Scarlet's, or I'd remember your face.
Oh? Tell me then, what's the name of the miller's daughter?
Yitka.
It's Teresa, you lying bastard.
All right, you got me. I just wanted to hide out here. I figured no one would look for me after what happened. So who sent you here? Yolen of Rocket Sam? On account of me killing his son?
No.
Hyman of Yihlava? He's had it in for me ever since I plundered his estate.
Oh, I wasn't sent by any Hyman.
Oh, fuck, this is serious. You're from that Lord Sokol, who I left in the shit and skipped with his band when the Bishop of Olomouc was after him, yeah?
I don't know any Lord Sokol.
Then who the fuck sent you? Spit it out before I cut you in half.
Johanka sent me.
What fucking Johanka?
From Sasau. She had this vision, in a dream.
What? I've been hiding for a month from hardened cutthroats, and you found me here because some wench had a dream?
Yeah, basically.
By Christ, you must be cursed.
Hang on. Those corpses in the mine? That's your handiwork?
Aye. They stumbled across me here, so I figured I'd better silence them. And I got a nice bit of loot out of some of them. You'll join them yourself soon enough. Don't worry about that. And maybe I should go and find this Yahunker of yours, too. Prepare to...
God have mercy, this is a small fortune. Fine clothing, armor and weapons, serious loot, and a human faceplate helmet. Interesting. It seems this all belonged to those poor wretches down below. I was in that cave that you dreamt about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
Everything was just like you said. There was a cave, and inside it was hell itself. I've never seen anything so horrible in my life.
And was he there? Surely not.
No. There was no devil there. There was a pile of dead bodies. Murdered. It wasn't a pretty sight, I can tell you. There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God. Thank you for going there, Henry.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But, you know what? I had another dream. A different one.
What, you had a dream just now?
Yes! While you were away, I collapsed and slept like the dead. Brother Nicodemus even roused me in the end, because he was worried. And in that dream, the Virgin Mary appeared to me again, and I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes, it all makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me, and now she wants to give me a message.
But I was the one who went there, not you.
That's true. But I sent you there. I think that was enough. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had another dream, would I? Our Lady was testing whether I would understand her message.
What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people. All of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
I don't know. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will and pass on her message. And when I've done all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
Well, I don't know. It all sounds a little... well, crazy. Why would the Virgin Mary choose us, that is you, to speak to?
I don't know why she should choose me, but that's what's happened, and I can't refuse her, can I?
I'd say you're having peculiar dreams and that's all. It'll pass. I've been through something similar myself. I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
I should... well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me.
Rely on me. I'll be there.
Thank you, Henry. Come first thing in the morning and we'll go together. Or if you want, you can rest here. I'll take care of you and wake you up when it's time to go.
Thanks. I certainly could do with a rest.
Take care. Good morning, Henry. Come on. Let's go to the green.
How's life here in Sasau?
Much the same as in Skalitz. That is, before everything. It's quieter now. Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest, so we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts, especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country, and a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
Well, the best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
Livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse. Or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them? Or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter, it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison, and those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
How are things with the infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin at least?
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
Now that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things, but a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more. Since we're going to the market square, I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently, but that's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, you learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know.
Husband.
Maybe they drowned.
Take care.
That's good, though.
And come home
I must
soon.
remember that
I'll
one.
pray for your safe return, as always.
Thanks, Guta. Not to worry, I'll be fine. I'll go then.
But no dice playing in Gutenberg.
Tell me, how is it, being in the service of Sir Radzig?
Well, it's a wonder he took me on at all after I lost his sword in Scallids. But it's great. For someone like me, I lost everything, and he gave me a second chance. And even a new home of sorts, if you know what I mean.
I understand. I'm glad you found your feet with Sir Radzig. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too, eventually.
I hope so.
Listen, when she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colours and this golden light.
My, that's really something. How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better, don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit. But maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Johanka, what are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people. So I'll stand somewhere and tell them what I saw in my dream. Like the itinerant preachers who are always wandering around the land.
I see. And have you ever done anything like that?
No, I haven't. But I have to mention the Virgin Mary, of course. Maybe the Virgin Mary visited me. That will get their... Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
Don't worry, you can do it. People will swallow anything, believe me. Just start with something that will grab their attention. Like that the Blessed Virgin visited you. That should do it. And once you've got their ears, give them the important part. Nothing could be easier.
Maybe for you. Why don't you do it instead if it's that easy?
I would. Only the Virgin Mary didn't choose me. Remember? Now don't worry about it. People always want to hear something sensational. They'll be hanging on your every word, and I'll be there with you.
All right. Thanks, Henry. Nothing could be easier. Yeah. All right. Here goes. Good luck then. The Virgin Mary.
The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many, many spires. Tall spires. Golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me. But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground, and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them, but it was in vain. But then Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Sucker. That lass doesn't hold back. Isn't she that lass? They work for Brother Nicodemus. No doubt. The girl was right. She spoke well.
Virgin Mary, but it didn't make much sense to me. You can always tell when a woman's in need of a
Johanka.
Not now. Please. I need peace and quiet for a while.
Maybe I should go
I
and
must
make
sit
her an
down.
offer.
Please. It's very important. The way you spoke. It sounded so true. I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble. And I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right, but quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I don't know how I could help.
I want him to stop, but he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him...
Oh, all right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears. And now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Well, I've always found a good punch in the mouth can do a lot to change a man's mind.
Thanks for that contribution, but I don't think Guta came to me because she wanted her husband crippled.
Yeah, all right. It's what Fritz would do, though.
And that's why I'm asking you, and not Fritz.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realise for himself how he's harming others, and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. I have to go back now. Good luck, then.
Our Lord's tasty, good on bread and for frying. Come and get it, fine people, and walk up and winter. A joy today.
How's it going? Good luck then.
Lean, fatty, marbled, meats of all kinds.
What the
That's
Lord
just what I
names
needed
it.
to hear.
Sin. Nothing but sin.
Good health to you. Goodbye.
Hey!
God.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did. That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work, and besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
Ha! I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times, but he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realise it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I'd talk to him man to man.
Oh God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
I swear I'll give back every last groschen, as the Virgin Mary is my witness.
Very well then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I see it. He'll keep playing, especially when he's had a drink or two. And if he's feeling lucky, he'll lose his head entirely and play till the early hours.
All right. Thanks for the advice. Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg, on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon. God be with you.
So the scriptures teach us and the church dignitaries, but do they heed the word? So yeah. 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 Yeah.
God, you look... All right. For how long?
Just...
All right.
Here you...
Take care.